Hello, beautiful souls, and a very, very happy new year 2017. I am not actually going to use any Bible verses today in this video. I have a different plan for this video, and I hope everyone's on board. I feel as a minister, I'm also a teacher, and I want to teach more spiritual truths in this year that I have learned in my life, or I have been shown, or the Bible has actually given me a lot of these truths. Um, I want to start off by saying no matter who watches these videos, everyone believes in something. Either you decide you believe only in yourself, which may be called an atheist or agnostic or whatever you label yourself. You may decide to believe in the universe. You may believe you may have a belief in Mother Earth. There is so many names. To me, they're all the very same source. You come from a source of some type and you believe in a source of some type, a higher power than yourself. Or if you believe in yourself, you believe you're the higher source, which is another interesting phenomenon. But I know in this dimension we're in right now, there are some spiritual secrets I want you to know about for the coming year. I don't know why I was inspired to do this, but I just follow my instincts. And I've always been told I'm good at explaining things in a simpler way, and that's part of one of my gifts of teaching. So let me start off by saying thank you so much for the good response I got from my abundance video, which did have Bible verses and spiritual secrets for abundance earlier in 2016. I got an amazing response from that, and I guess that really helped me to decide to be confident to do this video. So if this goes in a different direction you don't like, I would suggest clicking on a different video that's all Bible-based. But I believe most of these truths are in the Bible, but just kind of hidden in a different way or explained in a different way. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is there is a phenomenon called the power of attraction. Now, there was a movie and book about this in either the early 2000s or late 1990s. The book and the movie were called The Secret, and pretty much they talked about how if you put all of your intention, all of your thoughts, and you believe in something hard enough, it will come to you. And this is pretty much to me what prayer is. When you put your intention and you ask the universe, your God, angels, whatever you're praying to help you, you always end up getting what you ask for, whether it be good or bad, or getting an answer back, and the answer may be no. So sometimes the higher powers that be know better and keep us from hurting ourselves, destroying ourselves, or make us wait to learn a lesson before we get whatever it is. But if you put all your intention in a direction, you will end up going there. The Bible says, seeking ye shall find. So if you are seeking, you're going to find something. And if you're just sitting around not seeking and not, putting your intentions out there, then you probably won't. So I just wanted to touch on that for a minute. That's one of the, I'd say, foundational secrets as far as a spiritual secret is that you need to, once you have the idea of what you want in your life, once you have the idea of what you're looking for, you have to make steps in that direction. As far as you can't just sit at home and say, I want to win the lottery. You have to go buy a ticket. You have to pick numbers. You have to put some effort in to get something back. And I think I might have talked about that on a different video. But let's talk about the wonderful Gary Busey. I've talked about him, I'm sure, here and there, but he has these acronyms he calls Busey Isms. And an acronym is where you take the first letter out of words, or the letter out of the words, and make them a first letter for other things. So for example, one of his Busey Isms is freedom is facing real, exciting energy, developing out of miracles. So he took these, and he has some wonderful Busey Isms, and you could tell he's really a philosopher of sorts by some of these. And I'm just really inspired to have you Google what Busey Isms, and you'll find a lot. So faith is fantastic adventures in trusting him. That's amazing. So that's really what faith is too. Fear is false evidence appearing real. And failing is finding an important lesson, inviting needed growth. So you're not really failing, you're getting a lesson, right? So that's another spiritual secret. When you are seeking something and you're not getting it, and you're not getting it, and you're not getting it, you're getting lessons along the way, or meeting people along the way, or there's other reasons why it hasn't happened yet. And if people would take those moments when something doesn't happen as not being a failure, but as being a lesson, and what did I learn, and who did I meet, and how did I, change myself for the better, or why did it make me work harder, or whatever it is, if people would do that and quit using the word failure, I think people would be more content in their life. So, let's see. Let me get into, okay, so Julius Caesar. In the play Julius Caesar by William Shakespeare, there's a quote that I really, really love. I wanted to throw this in there. I guess this is a mashup of just a bunch of different thoughts and things I've been wanting to say, but they will help you on your spiritual journey, hopefully, or you'll get something from this. So, okay, so Julius Caesar in the play said, "It is not in the stars to decide our destiny." So what Julius Caesar was saying is, it's up to us to decide our destiny. Instead of waiting and just sitting around being willy-nilly, like, well, what'll happen will happen. I have so many friends that I meet, or patients I meet, or just people in my everyday life that are just like, well, if it's meant to happen, it'll happen. Well, I guess I'll just keep waiting. Well, the Bible doesn't say anywhere just to sit around. That I can remember, that I can recall. It says, to work hard every day, have faith. Yes, you're supposed to do that, but that doesn't mean just sitting around. And, seek counsel, talk to Jesus, pray. There's all these other things it says to do while you're waiting around, or while you want something to happen. You kind of got to hustle while you work, or hustle while you're waiting. Anyway, Henry Ford said that, by the way. Hustle while you're waiting. It doesn't say, well, just sit there and it'll happen. What will be, or people say it is what it is. That is the stupidest phrase. I never use that phrase, and I'll tell you why. Because of course it is what it is. What else would it be? It makes no sense. It's just a silly phrase. So I'm sorry, I get into my opinion here. But anyway, I want you to know, you watching, and you too, you create your own reality. That is the beauty of this life. God gave us what's called free will. We have a brain. We have common sense. We have intuition. We have emotions. We have all these things that can help us on our journey for us to create our own life. If you don't like what's going on in your life right now, make the decision. Make a decision. Leave that person who's mean to you. Get the new job. Whatever it is. Buy the lottery ticket. Start working out at the gym every day, Krista. I mean, whatever it is that you don't like, you have the power to make the decisions to transform whatever's going on. It's you. It's nobody else. You make the decision. You decide. It's time to move. It's time to jump. So while you're waiting for whatever to happen, you need to make steps to make it happen. You need to make a decision. You're going to work on it. You're going to do it. You're going to take a step every day towards it, whatever you got to do. And that is just what frustrates me when people are like, well, I can't stop drinking. Like, for example, I have patients that are, have addiction problems. I have an eating disorder. Everybody knows that who watches these videos. But I don't sit around and say, well, one day it'll just stop, or I'm going to quit because it's hard. I try to work on it. I try to work on it every day. There's days when I don't eat, badly. I don't binge, and I'm proud of myself, and those days are good, and I make healthy choices and stick to my, eating plan, and everything's good. And then, yes, I fall off sometimes, but I get right back on. So you can't stop progressing. You can't just, when you make one mistake, give up. And that's another thing that people do. People are successful, fail many, many times. If you read any of those books, like, the 7 secrets or whatever it's called of highly successful people, or any of those business books where they're talking about, what do you got to do to be successful? What they have in common is that whenever they had a failure, or somebody wouldn't give them a loan, or people wouldn't invest, or whatever it was, people thought they were crazy for their $1 billion idea. They didn't give up. They didn't stop. They would get doors slammed in their face. Me, if you ask me, and, when we're meeting in person, let me tell you about how many nursing programs turned me down for one reason or another, even though my grades were awesome, but that's another story. Because it wasn't either my time yet, or I feel God wanted me to keep learning before I got into the right program, and I did find the right program. But if I would have just given up, I wouldn't be the nurse I am now. So that's another thing, is that when people get a no, or people get a not right now, or people say, well, it's too hard and I keep failing, they give up. Please don't do that. So for your 2017, my prayer for you is to, whatever you need to change in your life or do differently in your life this year, you're not going to give up this time. And no matter what, at least you'll make more steps in that direction. You might not get where you want to go right away, but at least you'll be further than you were last year in 2016. So, your commandments from God is to serve and work. And, to serve the Lord is to help other people. So don't just focus on yourself for 2017. Focus on, what can I do to help others? Where can I volunteer my time? Who in my neighborhood needs help? What charities am I passionate about? Can I help someone? Or even if it's not a charity, maybe if it's just one person, they need something that you can provide, giving somebody a ride, helping at a soup kitchen near you, whatever it is. So that is another thing I would like everyone to do, is seek your heart, decide where you can be of service. And I don't think it should be like a horrible, terrible sacrifice, but a little bit of a sacrifice, your time or just some money, resources, clothes, whatever you need to do. It's always worth it in the end. So stop sabotaging yourself by your own thoughts. This is another spiritual secret. It's in the Bible a million times, actually. And a lot of these little sick thoughts that you have that are stopping you or making you afraid, they're from the devil. So hear me now. You're sabotaging yourself. You can stop those thoughts. You can say, nope, I'm changing that thinking. It's called thought blocking or thought stopping. They use it in psychology a lot. And in nursing, we use it. And right when I feel that creeping in, like, oh, I really want to eat 10 donuts instead of one, or whatever it is, I say, oh, nope, not doing it. Think about something else. Stop it. Don't let that thought sit there. And right when you start realizing it, you get better and better at it. And you start to change your behavior over time because you're recognizing the behavior quicker and stopping it. So you need to stop those bad thoughts and put good thoughts in. Like, look how far I've come. I'm doing great. Another day I did great. Whatever it is, whatever your goal is that you're trying to do. All right, so let me tell you a spiritual secret about money. You are repelling money from your life. Anytime you make statements out loud or in your head that say, I don't have enough, I want more and I don't have it, you're disqualifying any money coming your way. Energetically, if money was going to come your way, it's now repelled by you because you're so negative. The only way to attract positivity is with positivity. And this comes with people, it comes with money, it comes with anything that you want in your life that's positive. You're only going to attract likes. So if you're negative, gossiping, you're going to attract friends and family that are gossipy, negative. If you are lazy, you're going to attract people who are lazy. If you hang around the bar all the time, you're going to attract people who hang around in the bar all the time. So it's you. That's kind of, I guess, the theme of this. I didn't even think of that. The theme is that it's you. That's either getting the results you're getting in your life. It's you. It's the decisions you're making or not making. It's you not taking steps in the direction that you need to take. It's you being negative. It's whatever it is, it's you. And yes, it's hard to face that. It's hard for us to own our crap. It's hard for me to face when I have been doing something terrible or wrong or bad, or not realizing how ignorant I am. Once your eyes are open and you have somebody talking to you like I'm talking to you now, you start to be better, do better, and your life gets better. So what I want you to do is try to, when you wake up in the morning, thank God, of course, that you woke up always, but then visualize your goals for the day. Visualize success. Maybe your only goal today is to get through work and not swear. Maybe your goal today is for everyone to be safe on the road on your way to work. Whatever it is, how big or small your goal is. Maybe you want to run a mile, you haven't ran a full mile before, whatever. You're going to visualize it right before you get out of bed. When you wake up in the morning, this is my goal and this is what I want to do. And you're going to try to keep yourself motivated all day, whatever it is. Okay. Now, I have a couple more points I'd like to make. I just want to tell you again, try not to go against your natural flow. If something is in your spirit that doesn't seem right when you're making a decision, or like maybe you're dealing with somebody you don't trust them. Maybe somebody's making you an offer to invest in a business, you don't feel good about it. Whatever it is, stop working against your flow, because where's those feelings coming from? They're coming from somewhere to protect you. They're coming from your higher power, your Jesus, your God, your Buddha, your universe, Mother Earth, whoever these feelings come from. Whenever you feel resistance in yourself, uncomfortable, there's a reason you're feeling those things. Don't trust people, don't trust ideas, don't trust things, and don't do them against your better judgment. And that'll save you a lot of heartache later. How many times have you trusted someone and they turned out not to be your friend in your life? Probably a lot. So I want you to live a positive life in 2017. I want you to speak in the present and future tense, not dwell on the past. I want you to say, my life is great. My future looks amazing. Not, well, my past sucked. It's terrible. None of that. We're going to not do that. We want to never speak about our past failures or negative memories ever. What we want to do is talk about how amazing our future looks, how we're going to get there. And if you're not talking to anyone about it, at least telling yourself, today is going to be a great day. This year is going to be amazing. It's a whole new year of opportunities. We're going to just be positive, and we're going to attract positive flow to us. So I hope this video helps someone. I always love making these videos for all of you. And I hope that people don't just listen to me yammering on, but listen to the ideas that I'm saying to help you in your life. So please leave a comment anytime. I love reading them. Please like, share, subscribe. You can always donate on my patreon.com page. It'll be below for $1 or more. You can email me at freeprayerlove@aol.com. I'm praying for all of you for the new year, and I hope everyone is so blessed. Thank you.